Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and today I'm here with my design team project for LineDotArrow for Natalie, and we're using the kit Eclectic Grunge, and this is what we've done so far. We haven't done the front, obviously, but look at all the stuff we've done on the inside. We've done this part, in this part, and there's the tag. This is a pretty page. We're going to put something up here, and then we're going to go, we've got here, I added these postcards off camera, and I saw this little scrap, and I thought, wouldn't that make a sweet little tuck? So I put the tuck on, stuck the little thing in there. We did the hidden pocket, the big writing card. Then we have done the belly band with the notebook. Okay, so we've done that. We did the flip out with the horse, and on the other side is a little pocket with a little tag, and then there's a writing card. And I want to show you the writing card if I can get it out. I had so much trouble, and it's the horse with the writing lines, and then of course some of the tags are white on the back. That's why it's eclectic. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Wow, that went right back in. I hope it does that well during the flip through. That's going to be video 4. We're going to try to get this done today in this video, and then we have the back cover. So all we have is to finish page 3, which is, come here, magnets, which is this right here. And then we're going to do page 4. So page 3, we're going to make a stacked pocket. And we're going to put our trifold in the back. Now I've cut these 3 pieces the width of the page. This one's going to go in the middle. Actually, I cut them this way. This one's going to go at the top so that we can see this part of this flower, hopefully, if we cut it correctly. Actually, if this one's going at the top, then it's most of it is going to be on the page. And then this one will be here. Yeah, this one's going to be here. And then this one will be here like this. Only we're going to cut this part off so that we see this as the bottom part of the pocket. We'll probably have to cut the bottom off as well. Okay, so let's take this, and we want to cut it down. And I don't think I want it to go all the way across the page, but I don't want to accidentally cut them different sizes. So let's do it this way. Let's cut this one down to here, because this pocket's going to go all the way down. So we're going to cut it to here. Then let's cut 1/2 inch off. That'll give us a 1/4 inch on either side that we can see our paper. Okay. Then we'll cut this one. So this will go here. Well, it's going to go farther down that, unless I make it shorter. So I want it to be, well, we'll just put it all the way down, because we want to be able to get our trifold in and out. Yeah, and it won't go all the way to the bottom, so we could actually make it a little bit shorter. Okay, so we'll make it like this. And we'll put it in the center, of course. Then the next section is going to be this section. And we're going to cut it down. We want this much to show. So we're going to take 1/2 inch off the side first. And that should give us the same width. Okay. So we're going to put this like this, and this like this. And just ignore my computer. So we're going to mark this here to cut it off. Even says pocket on it. I'm going to cut this off here. This is just our contrast image. And then let's see. This goes to the bottom of that. So then this bottom one, you need to cut a 1/2 inch off, and I'm going to cut the 1/2 inch off on that side. Then, now comes the good part. We want these flowers on here. So we're going to take it here. We're going to cut it off here. And then we're going to cut it off here. Or should I cut it off here? Let's cut it off up here and see what it looks like. I think I want it lower, but let's save all the flowers. Save the flowers. And we'll see. You can always cut some off the bottom. Oh, yeah, that's taller, isn't it? So we're going to need to cut, oh, I forgot. I'm going to cut this much off the bottom. Okay. And then the whole object of this, that they all go down to the same height or the same length, is that when we glue them together, we will glue them. This one's too tall. I think we're going to have to take another 1/4 inch off, but let's take a look. I really like being able to see that flower. I think I'm going to leave it even though they're not even, because it is eclectic. Why does this one look narrower? And it looks crooked. And we can cut the other ones narrower. We can cut all of them narrower. It is a smidge, just a smidge, no? 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, no, it's straight. It's just somehow too thin. So let's take these and we'll stack them like this. And we'll mark this one right here. That's just a sliver, isn't it? It's not an exact science, people. Okay, let's make sure these two are the same size. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. So now this one needs to come off right here. It'd be the same size as the other two. Remember, we're going to center them in the middle. And it only needs to be wide enough to hold this, which that's plenty. Okay. So we've got this, and this. All right. So now let's glue this one to the center of the page. This one we're going to glue all three sides. Okay, we don't have to push it all the way down in there. We're going to ink them. I almost forgot. We have to ink them. You hear a timer at 30 minutes, and that just means I need to start a new video. So it'll just be a 1 second pause for you, and the screen may go dark and come right back. Because I'll just merge everything together on my other computer. Everything will be wonderful. It'll all be one video. I don't know why I'm doing the bottoms. It's crazy. Covering them. Alright, let's put this one on. Craziness doing all that inking. Ink isn't, my glue isn't coming out. Why do I always call my glue ink? You know, I could. That's too high. I want to let that 5 show. Yeah, we'll just take the, oh, it looks like we might not even need it. Sometimes if you just rub it, it'll ball up into little balls and it'll come right off. Okay. See, and that puts that whole thing up and down the side. So that's all good. Except it doesn't look straight to me. try this again. You could see there wasn't very much glue on there. Now it's coming out better. Let's see if we can get it in the center. You would think with a line right there, I'd be able to line it up. You would think. A line right along there. Okay, now we're going to take our next one. This one we're only going to glue. We're going to glue this one on 3 sides too. I did this different. There's a couple different ways to do this. You know what I'm going to do? I know I laid it on the sides to keep all the glue at the end, but I think it might be a little clogged. I don't think this one makes a difference except which the big side being. There we go. Now we're cooking. I'm going to line this up with the bottom of this one. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with the last one. I wonder if I should have cut notches. I think it'll be alright. Yeah, see, this one's a little tall, but I wanted the flowers. You see, you've got the flowers here and then the flower there. And that was what I was going for. I'm going to line this one up. Now on page 4, it's sort of a rinse and repeat for some of it. So I'm going to do it off camera. Now all we have to do is put the ephemera in, but we're going to wait for the pocket to dry. Let's go ahead and make this real quick. Well, it's already made, but it's easier to fold it if you score it. So let's get the scoring tool for my paper trimmer. And let's score this right at the intersection. Let's turn it over. We'll do the same thing again. I like this because it allows me to use the little wire as a guideline versus trying to eyeball it on the scoreboard. So if it fits on here, I score it on here. I just had a giant baked potato. It was so good. I put everything bagel seasoning on it. This was printed on the back, and so I grunged it. Hopefully this is straight. And fold this one over. And then you can choose which side you want to be the front. Whoops. This was the side that opens. Or this is the side that opens. So it's up to you. I think we should go with this side. That should have dried by now. What's going on? So we'll put that in there like that. This like that. And then we'll put some smaller ephemera in here, but I don't want to make it too fat. We're going to be working on the other side. Now, this page right here is going to be simple. Ha 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 ha. Got our paper. Oh, and it looks like I didn't ink it. I'll be darned. Sorry about that. So now we're going to add an envelope to the side, which we've already done 3 times. So I am not going to make you sit through watching me paper it, cut it, and put in a card. We've already done it. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the envelope undecorated and then move on to the cover, which is also easy, supposedly. So we're going to attach the envelope This is the paper I'm going to use to decorate the envelope. There's so many papers floating around, I don't want to get things very confused because I have to put them over here in a pile. Okay, so we've inked it, we've cut and inked our paper. We're going to attach the envelope. We're going to attach it to the outside because we don't want to bind up anymore. We're already going to be close, you know, on closing it. We're going to hold it shut with the tie, but still. What's going to happen? Let me put a card in there. Well, it's not going to be that much worse, is it? Okay. So let's put our envelope on. We're almost done. Almost, she says, confidently. Or quietly, as the case may be. Okay, so we've got that on there. We're good. Now, on this page, we're going to make a large diagonal pocket. That's going to come down from almost the top all the way down to almost the corner. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut the page diagonally in half. First, we're going to take a drink of pop. And listen to my neighbors stomping up and down the stairs. How did I manage to get a clear working area? How did that happen? Alright, so we're going to cut this diagonally this way. So we're going to put the point here and the point here. This is the side we're going to keep. And we're just going to cut the tips off. And make our large pocket. It's brand new, but I feel like I'm not getting ink out of it. It's just the paper, I guess. Remember to darken your corners. Okay. You're going to glue the two straight sides. It's going to be a little bit more like a tuck because I'm not going to glue this here. I'm just going to glue these two. So I think technically that's going to make it a tuck and not a pocket. Technically. You know, by the book it would be a tuck. And we're just going to line it up in this corner. Okay, just want to make sure I hadn't gotten it too close. You don't want to impede the, boy, little fuzzies coming off of that thing are contagious. You don't want to keep it from folding flat. Okay, so now all we need is a writing card, which I happen to have the paper for right here. Nothing if not prepared. Okay, now I want to keep this. So we're going to put this in here. And we're going to mark the parts to cut off, which is, cut it off here. Let's do that first, because if we're going to cut off the width, I want to cut it off on this side. Cut this off this side. All right. Oh, let's start our new video. Okay, so now that we've got this in here, all we need to do is round the corners. See, I wanted to save that butterfly is the reason I did it the way I did. And then, of course, in fact, I'm almost done now. I'll scruff it up some more. I'll do this off camera. Oh, can't put it in the pocket or I'll forget. There's no reason for you to have to watch me do that, even though I was almost done. I didn't think of it until just now. Alright, so let's put this page in the book. Goes right here. I thought I turned the TV down all the way, but I can barely hear Deal or No Deal in the other room. I don't know what happened. I was watching a movie, and then the movie ended, and then all of a sudden Deal or No Deal came on, and it's been running for hours. So apparently there were lots of deals or no deals. Okay, and make sure you're putting it in right side up. Okay, so now we've got our last page in. Uh-oh, take our last page off. Guess what we forgot? forgot the magnets. It's a good thing I hadn't papered it, huh? I mean, I could have just put a Velcro dot on it. If you ever forget to put the magnet on, don't totally freak out. Let me make sure I don't get this glue on anything but the glass surface. Let's stick that magnet on there real quick. Glad I realized it right there at the last second. Now we can glue it on. I'm sorry, that ding, and then it just made me think about my friend whose husband's in the hospital. So, since we're done with this, I'm going to pause the video and go over there and see what the message is. Do this envelope. So, I need to ink the card, I need to paper this, and make a card. Okay? So I'll do those 3 things, and then we'll come back and do the covers. Alright? I'll see you in just 1 second. Okay. While we were gone, I went ahead and covered the envelope front and back. I really like this image. I put these little, I've decided to go with these all the way through, these and the couple of big ones, and not go with the other. I can't, with my hand, cut the little ones out. And so I was able to cut these out with my paper trimmer because they're square. So this is the card that I put in here. I got lucky, and the end of one of the papers, it just slid right in. So this is why you keep your scraps. Look at that. That looks so cool. It looks like a check almost in the envelope. Okay, so that's why you want to do that. Then I'm looking at this. I added this little butterfly here, and somehow I managed to get that flower right in the middle. I didn't think it was going to come out in the middle, but it did. So it was an accident. It was a happy accident. So now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that it kind of needs something. Either one of these images down here, and that looks a little small. One of these images, that seems a little big. I could use the image to make a pocket though. Which ones do I have left? Because I was going to use this because it's text. I don't want the buzzard. Oh, look at the sweet birds. And the big butterfly. Little birds, big butterfly. Well, the little birds don't have much color to them. That page is colorful. I think I like the butterfly better. So let's put the butterfly on as a pocket. It's already been inked. because I inked all the ephemera, if you remember, before we started. You know, we could put one of those tiny images maybe on the tag, and then we'll do the cover. And then, people, then we will be done. We've got 23 minutes, I think, before the timer goes off again. And that'll be an hour. So, I'll put this down here. That's a big pocket. My friends are on a call, and so I've turned the volume off on my phone, but it dings anyway. Now we could put a couple of these in here. There we go. That looks better. Doesn't look so naked. Okay. So one of those would fit on here, actually. So I may go back and do that. I won't do that now. So get this. Get this. So I've still got these. I'm not going to be able to use this. And I don't think I'm going to be able to use any of these tags. I've already used 3 of the postcards. And I've already used one of the little pockets. I think in one of the big pockets. So this is a different type project too than a book. In a book I would have been able to use them all, and I would have loved to have used them all. Okay, so we can put this back with the scraps. I think I have a good collage going. So we're going to close this and close this. Let's go to the cover. Let's put our tie on. I'm using hemp. I wish I had gotten one size thicker, but I didn't, so this is what we've got to work with. Set the center. Looks about like the center. So we're definitely going to need to tie this shut, that's for sure. We'll put the tie on. It was a little excessive with the glue. It's kind of curly, it wants to curl up, but once you get it kind of wet in the glue, it pretty much stays where you put it. Except I still have it attached to the roll because I wasn't sure how long I wanted it. A little spider web going from my glue bottle, and now it's on my finger. Now this isn't stuck anymore. I think I'm going to go this long. Then once this gets stuck, we'll measure the other one. Put it on. Well, for goodness sake. Deal or No Deal, I said earlier, was on in the other room, and I walked through and there was this lady that had her briefcase and then 2 up on the stage. So she had to pick one of the 2, and whatever that was not an option for her. She was going to lose that money. So she picked one. It ended up being, I don't know, $10 or something. So that was great for her. She didn't get stuck with the $10, right? So then she's down to 2 briefcases. The guy upstairs offers her $110,000 to stop. She had the 2 cases. One held $1,000 and one held $200,000. So, do you think she stopped and took the $110,000? No. She kept going. Do you think she won the $200,000? No. She won $1,000. She turned down $110,000 and she got $1,000. That was all. It was insane. People were screaming at her. Her family was screaming at her to take the money. The deal. She's like, no deal. We're definitely going to cut some of this off. But I definitely have enough to last a lifetime. Okay, now we want to make sure this is even with the front one, obviously. You don't want to put your glue too far out because it'll show. Doesn't stick as easily as, say, embroidery floss, which I could have used, probably should have used, but it kind of comes apart when you tie it and untie it, tie it and untie it, and all that kind of jazz. Now Oz is going to bark. Oz. Oh, for goodness sakes. All right. Since we have this here, let's put the back cover on first. This is the back cover. The other half is the front cover. And hopefully it'll look like he wraps around. Okay. I wrote tie everywhere. You know, I really like doing the front cover first. Make sure the book is right side up. Double check the size. Okay. Wait for the glue as usual. I'm not sure that I'm going to add anything to the cover because it already has all of that background stuff going on. If anything, I would have added maybe one of those little specimen tags with one of those little red tags. Sort of like this. It's already on there, see? I don't think there's any reason to add more to it. Let's get it on there. Okay, so we've got that on there. Let's glue the back cover on. And then we'll be done. We'll do another quick flip through. And then I'm going to make a flip through. I'm going to be adding a couple of these little things here and there. But we've done 99.9% of it together. You know, I didn't show every card, but once I've shown you how to make one card, you know, and once we made that envelope opening, you know, you could have figured out to stick 3 postcards in there. You know what I mean? It's not like I skipped over something that you desperately needed to know in order to complete the project. So I'm hoping that you will do this project. If you do, go over to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, which is called Sweet Pea Papers, and post a picture. I would love to see a picture or a flip through or a tutorial or anything. I would love it. I think it would be great. Fuzzies on here somehow. This book is kind of squishy. Alright, so the back cover goes right around to the front cover. Here's our tie, which we're definitely going to cut some off of. I think about here will be enough to play with. It's very hard for me to tie things, so alright, so let me put the glue away, get everything out of the way. Alright, so this is what we've done. There's our cover. You open it up, and then it goes like this. I put this on, and then it goes like that. And there's writing area. This opens up. 3 postcards, big writing card. This closes back up. Then this opens out. There's nothing here but decoration. Oh, there's a card right here. This pocket holds 2 little tags. We put the big tag in. Then this opens down. And we've got our big horse. He opens out. And then we've got our triple thing here that we need. Ah, that's where we're going to use some of these tags. It was here. I was thinking there was somewhere that we were going to use these tags. Which of these is not like the others? There we go. Now it's full. All but one tag. Alright, so now we've got our stuffed pocket, stacked pocket. We have our notebook that comes out. And then this comes out. And it's a triple. Okay. It's our project that we did in 3 videos. Can't believe it. I zoomed through this. Normally this would take 6 or 7 videos. So you should be proud that you managed to get this done so quickly. Tie it shut. There we go. Bow's bad, tied shut. Okay, so that's it for this video, and that means that's it for this project. And I will see you in the next project, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.